Right now on Up with KREM, doctors worry as new challenges and COVID cases rise in children.
Hopefully that worst case scenario doesn't occur.
Masks are still a controversial topic for the Coeur d'Alene School District, while healthcare professionals plead for change.
I'm not convinced that our reopening plan here goes far enough.
A warming trend arrives across the inland northwest. We're talking temperatures on the rise as sun returns to the skies. But that all comes before our next storm hits early next week.
And there's probably interesting things about where most anybody lives. This one's maybe just a little more strange.
If their walls could talk, they would have quite the story to tell. A Spokane couple takes us inside the room where George Weyerhaeuser was locked up while his kidnappers waited for the ransom money.
39 days, 20 people, 1 survivor.
As a Washington man continues his journey on Survivor, we're talking to a former contestant about the hardest part of the game.
Up with KREM begins now with Tim Pham, Channing Curtis, and Jeremy Legoo.
If you are in a high-risk group, you are one step closer to getting a third dose of Pfizer's COVID-19 shot.
An FDA panel just recommended a Pfizer booster shot for certain populations.
Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. Now, the FDA authorized the Pfizer vaccine booster for people 65 and older, as well as other at-risk groups.
But it's not a done deal yet. But before delivering the shots, the CDC will need to issue official recommendations. A discussion on that is happening today. Now, this could pave the way for a third dose to be administered by as early as Friday. Meanwhile, in North Idaho, doctors are warning about an increase in COVID-19 among children. Health experts say it's also impacting kids' mental health.
This morning, Nicole Hernandez is joining us live to tell us more about how doctors are bracing to take care of more children in hospitals. Good morning, Nicole.
Yeah, good morning, guys. So right now I'm live outside of Kootenai Health in Coeur d'Alene, and like you guys mentioned, more and more kids are showing up here to the hospital. Some of them are even in the ICU. So the hospital says they actually only have room for 15 kids in their hospital right now. They're seeing patients from just a few weeks old to teenagers with severe symptoms. The pediatric medical director now calling for local schools to help by taking precautions, including social distancing and sanitation.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that. Hopefully that worst case scenario doesn't occur, and that's why we're really passionate about helping people to understand why this isn't a, absolute situation. We can impact change. We can wear our masks.
Now, Kootenai Health staff also announced children's mental health is impacted by COVID-19. They say kids can't get some of the necessary therapy they need during COVID-19 shutdowns. Children also are spending prolonged time away from their classmates during virtual learning because of outbreaks in schools.
This is amplified in children. They depend on us to protect them. They are our most vulnerable. These children are experiencing symptoms that are similar to trauma.
Now, Kootenai Health is having to transfer some of its patients over to Spokane for care because they don't have a dedicated pediatric ICU. Live in Coeur d'Alene, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
All right, thanks, Nicole. Well, the time is now 6:03. It is officially the first full day of fall.
So
Tim.
we can say it is fall, y'all.
It is fall, y'all. Come on, Jeremy.
Jeremy,
sorry.
Get into
It is fall, y'all.
We have been waiting for this moment. We love fall. Well, actually, we've really been waiting for fall, so that therefore it's closer to winter, therefore it's closer to Christmas.
I like the way you think.
Tim, do you have your Christmas tree up yet? Be honest.
You gotta call me out.
I know.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, dude. Nothing wrong with it at all.
Wait, can I tell you guys a secret? So yesterday, I 100% was online looking for a new Christmas tree. Is that sad? Is it too early?
Nah.
She also has a Christmas comforter now.
I bought it last weekend.
Sorry, I had to tell everyone about that.
I mean, it's, I don't know if you guys know this, but Laura Papetti put hers up over the summer because she was like, I need something to get me through this weird time.
Yes.
So I like Laura.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with it. However, I'm told that we got to get to weather. We can't just keep talking about Christmas. It's a little bit breezy up here. That's a wind gust up near 12 to 14 miles per hour just now. And we've got a little bit of cloud cover. Now you go, oh, that sounds like a brutal start to the day. Actually, That combination keeps us pretty mild. Temperatures at 48 degrees here in Spokane, 49 in Coeur d'Alene, and 46 in Sandpoint. So the wind and cloud cover does a great job of kind of trapping yesterday's heat. What we wind up seeing on top of that is all of this morning cloud cover clear out by the middle part of the day. Now, it does take a few hours to do so. So by the time we get to, say, noon, expect the skies to clear out. But then this afternoon, with sunshine in the forecast, we can expect temperatures to climb. We're back in the low 70s later on today, and that kind of sets the stage for our warming trend. Temps are on the rise, and in a big way. By this weekend, we're back up near or in the 80s, and that is likely one of the last times we do it through the end of the year until next spring, and that is likely the last time we do it on the weekend. So you got to get outside and you got to enjoy the great weather to come.
It's time now for your morning rush. More news in less time.
Spokane police arrested 24-year-old Marte Ellis for attacking a woman. On Wednesday, police received a call that a man brutally attacked a woman in broad daylight near West 2nd Avenue and South Jefferson Street. The attack was all caught on camera. Police have not released that video, though. They say it shows Ellis stomping on the victim's head and kicking her while unconscious. Ellis was booked into jail. He is a 5-time convicted felon.
The Spokane Public School Board discussed potential solutions to the ongoing school bus driver shortage in a meeting last night. Now, some suggestions were partnering with the Spokane Transit or even carpooling.
You can use public transit, you could use a yellow school bus, you could do ride share. Like, there's these different types of options as they're really looking to diversify what that looks like. And to your inquiry, that's the hope with the work group is to look at what are all the different options that are out there that are being used around the country, and what's the best approach for Spokane Public Schools.
Now, another option the board discussed was transportation reimbursement for families who take their kids to school. No final decisions have been made just yet, but of course we'll keep you updated with any decision that the district makes.
The North Idaho College Board of Trustees voted to fire the school's president, Rick McLennan. Our news partners at the Coeur d'Alene Press says the board decided not to renew his contract in a 2-3 vote. McLennan was the longest-serving president for North Idaho College, but he fought with the board over COVID-19 protocols. He set a mask mandate at the beginning of the school year, but the board decided to rescind the mandate. The Vice President of Instruction, Lita Burns, will stand in as acting president.
Well, Washington is the 8th worst state in the country for car theft. Last year alone, these types of crimes shot up 12%. The National Insurance Crime Bureau says more than 28,000 cars were stolen in 2020 alone. 66% of those were in the Seattle-Tacoma area. And that's your Morning Rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media.
The kidnapping of George Weyerhaeuser captivated the nation back in 1935. A huge part of the disappearance includes a house in Cannon's Addition in Spokane. Over the years, the current homeowners learned their home is quite notorious.
She suggested maybe you could have your house on this TV show called, I think it was If Walls Could Talk. It was an HGTV show.
Part 2 of my special report on the Weyerhaeuser kidnapping takes you inside the Spokane home where George was held captive 86 years ago.
And we now have the official update to our drought monitor from last weekend's rain, and it's good news across the board. After the break, I'll walk you through just what kind of improvements we've seen.